Dude. Come on, I can do this. It's the 14th day of April 2024. It's Sunday. I was not gonna do a show to save a troll, but she goes, "You have an hour 15 to kill. Go save a chow." So I said, "Okay, I'll just do it tomorrow. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow. Who knows?" But anyways, welcome to your favorite audio version, fear mongering radio audio version, domestic and abroad. A lot of listens to the original one I did on the Apple River. Stabbing the man was butchered, and they call people pedophiles and stuff on the river, which is never any good. I was telling douche when I was in the old days. It was fun to go. Now it's become to be I wouldn't have a 15-year-old child, women, or anybody, any girl, boy, go there unless I was supervising a bunch of animals. But he is going to go be on the Wisconsin dole for the rest of his life for making poor choices. Could have walked away, like the song said, just walk away. But how in the hell are you? Well, I'm feeling wonderful. I'm feeling delicious, outrageous, and contagious. New job's kind of fun. I mean, making a little I'm kind of going between. I'm using both jobs and whatever else. And it's a beautiful day. A beautiful day to be alive. I just love the drama with Yankee of the South, but with one of the troll channels not shouting somebody out. I shout at the hustler, other people, and I'm not going to get shouted out by big people. I'm not going to get shouted out by Carpetbag or anybody else. I'll say, go watch somebody. I'll talk with the small YouTubers here. Some guy was bitching about that, so I think it's great that small YouTubers being kicked out. We'll talk about that. Other such behaviors. Let's do vital whales, shall we? But good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever day you listen. Tomorrow is tax day. They'll find you sooner or later. But we are commercial, music-free, sponsor-free podcast. We ask for no money. Don't ask for anybody to send me any money. Hey, if you want to help me out, you simply like it, share it out. That's all I've ever asked. I went into this because I love to talk. As anybody knows, I love to run my mouth. I love podcasting. I wish I had more time for it. We were Hebrew slaving in the front. Well, she was shoveling, and we had those 3 trees taken down in the front yard and bring to the backyard and get it all done and did the lawn and having the time of our lives here. Tonight is on the deck. Lasagna action. Hell yeah. What do you want? I said, let's have some lasagna. Let's get the tagliano, huh? But it's a beautiful day to be alive. I can speak, I can see, I can hear, I can feel pain, I can walk, I can talk. I feel blessed. Working for a living. Look out. Green's coming in. I really can't see the shadow. Shady old lady on the trail with her dogs. There's Bunker. Out there, my favorite Bernese mountain dog. I said someday I'll kidnap her. She turned 3 years old last week. I gave her an extra biscuit, peanut butter. But anyways, my name is Jeff, and we are here to entertain your imagination for an hour, whatever it may be. I wish I had more time for this kind of behavior. I just don't. I mean, it's just... I know sport city shitheads are... hasn't done anything in 2 months. Deborah Daly moved on to something more substantial. If I did this for the views, I'd been quit a long time ago. If I get one, as Kiss said, you start somewhere, and Deborah Daly has said it, and so is Edward James Hubbard, the sheriff of YouTube, who's investigated lovely in town, the Hobo Shoestring down there in Tennessee for us. More pornography is on this on the Twitter. I still got Twitter. X marks the spot. Boy, you take a picture of yourself in your bra showing. Boy, you're real emotional. Let's go look. Let's go look at fear mongering radio. I do get extra kick from lovely and talented. Been a lot lately over on Spotify. They've been coming listening to the Alex Jones We're Line. They're in the line now. The Apple River stabbing. Papa Grizz 56 News. That is up to almost 100. I'm shocked. So it pushes me over a hundo because they give me a shot in the dark, and I appreciate the money. Appreciate it very, very much from them. So look where you're all coming in from. It's been a hodgepodge of behaviors coming on. The United States, Canada, United Kingdom, France, Australia, Argentina, don't cry for me, India, Brazil, Nepal, Philippines, Portugal, Germany, the crowds, Ireland, Kenya, Norway, and Ukraine. We appreciate you guys. I've been out to Philippines when I work for International Hair Goods. Oh, you married? Yeah. Can you come? No, I'm not going to marry you. I had a lady I worked with at Perkins, my friend of mine, Chris. We're in the break room. She offered me $25,000 right there. My friend spit his food out. He's like, what is wrong with you? Right to the break room. Because they need 3 more of the Gordon to come over. Before I could say no, he goes, leave him alone. He's sowing his oats. He's 25 years old. Just got off a broken leg. He's a kitchen man, for Christ's sake. It was funny right away. $25,000 in cash before, the green cards. Beautiful woman in Spain. Gorgeous. I think they were like 28, 29, and 30. I'm like, oh my God, before I could say no, or maybe cut that down. Just leave him alone. We're eating our granny almond. The Ohio, Cincinnati twice, Dayton once. In the great state of Minnesota, Minneapolis, Pineapple Valley, and Alexandria. And in Texas, Sherman, Dallas, Austin, and two Portadown has an IOU to the devil. His name is Jim Schuler from Monkey Beat. No longer around, but he is the lead guitar for the Destroyers. Billy Blau, Jeff Simon, Jim Schuler. And the man drinks the band, George Thorogood, and Buddy Leach. Excuse me, Buddy Guy. Who's going to fill those shoes? In the great state of Washington, Des Moines twice. Oregon, Eugene. Up in New York. Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh twice. West Virginia, Bunkanan twice. Ohio, Cincinnati, I said before. We go to Alabama, Roll Tide Road, other. We get to Missouri, St. Charles, Columbia, once. Iowa, Allison, once. Utah, they're going to get the Coyotes. And Phoenix, you're losing your Coyotes, but no one really cared. Anyway, Nebraska, my sister's buried. Once. We appreciate people in New Mexico, Hobbs. I thank all the IPs that roll in, even over on lovely and talented YouTube, NoTube. We appreciate you guys that roll in and listen to this audio version that comes to you on the video platform. Anybody that comes in, thank you so much. There's so many things that you can now listen to that I'm not the only thing in town right now. I'm over there on Nobody Likes Onions. He's obsessed with my boy out there and my girl. The 8 out of 10 out there in St. Cloud. I feel sorry for the young lady having to what's this? We're taking a look to confirm that your content does not violate. He must have gotten a strike from those guys. I wouldn't even bother with Nobody Likes Onions. I wouldn't even bother the guy. I retweeted it. It's pretty. He must have got a strike. His whole content is my 8 out of 10. I saw her in person. That woman's more beautiful than she's in person. She's gorgeous. Feel sorry for the young lady having her hubby, a Premier Convenience, sitting there begging for money and just like douche, non-stop skullduggery, begging for the prejudiced pig that he is. Thin places. Or wolf moon. What's a wolf moon? No. Valley Whales. Or they just do that digital ghosts. No, 6 seasons? There we go. Oh, yes. But anyways, we appreciate people that come in. It's been a hell of a busy week. We went throw away some bunch of chairs, and I said, I'll take one of these home. Got a nice big chair. It was like a nice tall back. I'm like, I'll take it home. Threw the other one away. I had a big tall one. They got 100 new chairs, and I'm like, I'll take it. You can take the Goodwill. I said, I'll take my other one and throw it away. But as I speak to the download, as usual, without the men and women of the armed forces and the men and women that do have balls the size of basketballs and always have oak trees, and God bless the working class. They had won. They stormed those beaches and sacrificed a lot of lives for freedom out there to piss and moan and believe the lies of the hunch. Just get out and vote, or don't. If you don't vote, I'm going to the battalion. We appreciate your service to this fine, fine country. The forgotten war and the Vietnam War, they didn't lose wars, both those wars. Our government lost. Like Vietnam wiped out 50,000 plus of men and women in the armed forces for what? Could have done that in 2 years. Dragged their feet. Go listen to some YouTube. Go listen to the nurses, what they went through. A couple good videos of those, what they saw, guys in the bush. But you guys wouldn't listen to history, would you? I do. Listen to a lot of good YouTube stuff. A lot of good videos about the war, what the veterans went. One guy goes, I thought I was going to be dead, never come home. Everyone came home. I just did what I did, and I came home. People blowing up in front of them. Boom, boom, I'll go to the lights. Step on a landmine, there's nothing left but a bone in the boot. A couple of the medics, what they went through. Decide who to fix and who to let go. But the Air Force, the Army, and the Marines, the Navy, and the Merchant, and the National Guard, Coast Guard, they're in and out. And in and out uniform so much. They've served, will serve. My brother was a Marine, his past died 12. My nephew is a Marine. My uncle, I appreciate, I've never served. But if we were to go to war tomorrow, we have the lovely government of Iran and the Jews over there fighting or whatever else. We'll step up, but it'll be just a button. If it's going to happen, land on my house. Be done with it. Kill them all, the God sort them out. But anyway, appreciate your service to this country, and God bless the working class. Now that I'm victims out there, we always make sure we shout out to domestic abuse out there. You don't need to show blood for love. You don't need to do that. Break off a switch, bitch. People out there. Jackson 5 did it. Adrian Peterson. Break off a switch, bitch. If you see something, please say something in your community. Listen to the thing with not to challenge the other one. They knew something was wrong, but they didn't want to do anything about it. And listen to that behavior down there. Not the challenger, the other one, but two balls step up. Would you shower? Would you shower in that shower of Penn State? I would not shower in that shower of Penn State. Would not shower. Sven Johnson shall not be named, said he would lather up into that shower where a young man was bun raped, and Sandusky's still getting his pension, Dottie is, which is wrong, but I think it's kind of cool that Penn State have to pay for that behavior. He will come out in a coffin. Snap the necks and the souls of hell. Public hangings isn't that tough. You don't need drugs. If I was the president of this country and I said I want 50 gallows in every state capital, we publicly hang people for their behaviors against children, elderly people, and animals, murders. You don't need drugs. Be done with it. Sorry. I don't like what I'm saying, but No need for that behavior. You can be a mentor to a child. That's what you're there for. Go get a dog. Go to the nursing home. We do that with Chloe. Go see military in the armed forces in the hospitals. A lot of things you can do with your time instead of traveling. Make good choices in your life. Yeah, your choices. Where you are right now, because life sucks. I don't run with poor people. I run with people with money. I don't care the color of your skin, who you make love to. If you don't like two men grunting and groaning, I get it. Hershey Avenue, great. Then you can't watch two women have sex on YouTube or wherever you're watching, because that's not a very Christian thing to be doing. Not a very Christian thing to be doing. You're watching gay sex, okay? That's what you're doing, all right? That's what you're doing when you're choking your chicken to two women. You're watching plowing. Please put on a condom, prevent AIDS or herpes, gonorrhea, needle in the penis, unwanted pregnancies. I see the hunch at the high road, 2 balls to make a call because he knows women. He will call. This is a condom. Please use one. Thank you. When he's plowing. Just because he has all water, don't see your tubes are tied. What's in the water? Is there AIDS or herpes in there or gonorrhea? That's your problem. Children become our problem. Numerous, like some people having sex and having a child, like taking a crap. I took a big deuce this morning. Felt good. Went to the Jewish cemetery on the way home. Did 6 videos. Put my TikTok, that'll be out next year. But anyways, don't run with poor people. You won't be poor. So I'm asking. Thank you. And don't drink and drive. That's all we're asking. Call someone or you will murder somebody, okay? Pick up the phone. Too much to drink. I bet people are murdered by drunks. None of this 3 years, you're gone. They're in a pine box or dust to dust because of poor choices. Call an Uber. Call somebody. But don't drink and drive. Thank you so much on behalf of all the board members of Speculation Sports and Fear Mongering Bitch Boy Radio. But welcome to a little audio version and some fun here. Digital Ghost. Let me see. Half moon. Wolf moon. Well, let me see. How about Thin Places? There we go. How about that? Oh, it's a beautiful day to be alive in April. Christmas is 6 months away. State Fair is 4 months away. Hebrew slave in the front yard. Do this, do that. Took those trees down, breaking it up. Got the lawnmower out. The lake is down. We went down and saw a bunch of turtles on the trees. There were a bunch of turtles. One was going across the trail. I picked her up, and wasn't a snapper, but Chloe thought she was a big tough girl. And I picked her up and picked the turtle up and put it in the weeds so it could walk to the pond. A lot of turtles. No snapper. Those things are pretty big. My brother was live one day. He goes, "You got to guess at your front door to get home." There's a big ass turtle by front, a big ass snapper. Picked him up with a shovel and carried him back over the lake. I don't know what he was doing. She was probably laying eggs. They walk across the street. Turtles walk across they come back and they lay their eggs in my backyard. My dad's old house was a sandbox. They will lay eggs there. They know where they come back where they're born, so that's what they do. But anyways, when the hell are you? So I did a audio on this thing. Let's go look when this happened a good 2 years ago. Let me see when I did the audio on the show, Safe Child's. It's got a lot of run to it. I appreciate it. It was done on August 5th, 2022. No live listens. And people have come to it listening to the update. So I talked about it before. That people love to call people petrophiles. They love to. Look at Dave. He loves the double G hard R. I was on the phone with him, and he brings on used trash, and he's dropping the double G. I just like, really, I mean, just throwing it around on the phone. I'm not gonna say it here on the phone with anybody, but it's just some people just love to say that word. And people love to label people. When I first started podcasting, you're so like a pedophile. That's what they do. Whenever you become Mr. Popularity on YouTube, right away, if you're a woman, you're a hoe, right? And I guess I got told Dave, we used to go to Apple River all the time. When I was in school, it was we go up on a Saturday. It's not too far from my house. We would, in the morning, once when I meet my good friend, we saw George through the Devil Destroyers. I'm not a big Ozzy fan, but Ozzy did play the one time, so we went. We'd take my car, and we'd bring some beer up there, and we drank. I drank a little later on in my 20s, but we'd bring out 2 cases of beer, and we'd hang out. We'd bring all the food and have a good time, and we'd go to the concert on Saturday night, and on Sunday morning, you'd kind of sleep in a little bit, have a nice breakfast, and but Saturday was get there Friday, and Saturday was going down the inner tube place. So when I was younger, we were drinking. You bring your beer with you, and you throw. When I was, you're 20, 21, and you throw the beer cans at the Target. I mean, you threw your cans away. That's what we did. And then pretty soon you had to have. If you bought cans, you had to bring back so many, right? Just like the Mount Everest. If you don't bring back so much weight, you have to put money down. Whatever. I don't care. It's all part of it, right? And we used to go. And it was a safe place. I mean, there were probably fights, but we used to grill out, and people wanted to come over. I'd roll omelets. People would come, hey, can you make me omelets? It was fun. We had a fun time. Saw George Thorogood, Destroyers, and a great concert. We had a great time, partied, met a lot of people. We played volleyball one time. A bunch of college girls were there from Division I. I was in front row. I'm like, yeah, okay. There was one girl was just drilling down my face. I'm like, I'm in the back row, man. So it was a volleyball. It was fun. It was a lot of fun at Apple River, but it's changed. And later on, when I got thinking that we went, I haven't been there in 20 years. We've been to Wolf River, which is up by Anago. You're closer to Chicago than you are. You're 6 hours away. That's fun because you go down a raft. Check that. I think Raft and Rest is. I think it's still there. Then I can't remember what the other place was, but Wolf River is a fun time. We'd get up there on a Friday. Get up there like at 2 o'clock, and then we would. I think you'd see they closed. So Monday morning you had to be out. So we'd go Saturday to Sunday down the Wolf River, and we'd party. But Apple River was fun. But it got to be, as time went on, people act like it's like spring break can be fun, but there's unreported rapes that go on in Florida. Alcohol. I getting drunk. I never got in brawls. I didn't hurt a woman or anything else. That kind of behavior. People get alcohol going up at Apple River. I remember I read an article about this about 4 years ago on the podcast, and a couple from North Dakota, not a very good looking blonde, was on her knees giving her hubby on oral, right? So the guy walks out, was around. My buddy who's passed away said, Cowboys be good. Maybe it's 5'6". I was a long while ago. But, this kind of stuff went on. So the guy walks out to her and says, hey, man, all right, pull your pants up. Let's stop this. I can do it. We're consenting adults. Come on. So he called the cops. Cops came, gave him a ticket, and they made the paper. They had pleaded out, I think. They're from North Dakota. You can probably look it up. North Dakota family arrests Apple Valley for indecent exposure. You can probably look it up. It's a while ago. It's pretty funny. What a way to put your name out there, and, you apply for a job, and, there's your ugly mug. So... But that's the kind of stuff that, there was probably sex going on when I was there, but it usually was in your tent, not some chick on her knees having at it, right? That's just, it's unfortunate if you're going to go to Apple River with somebody and you're going to, let's go with Blue Pearl. You're going to bring a child with you. You're going to be along for the ride because these people act like idiots. As time went on in Apple River, it just became to be a war zone. Beer cans and fighting going on, and this generation today just don't know how to have a feel and enjoy themselves. I guess I could go there tomorrow. I guess I could bring a case of Granny's, have a couple, be 2 or 3. I'm fine. I'd probably fall off like my ass, but I never got in brawls when I was drunk. I only puked once because I drank first and then I puked. I passed out in my bed at the end of the night, but I never drank and drive. I left my 65 Chevy Impala up in downtown Hoppers. I got towed a couple times. I didn't know who I was. He just called me up. I got your car. Cool. I walked home. No one was running, but the way it went. Never used the excuse to hurt a woman or anybody or get in a fight. But it's too bad. I came with the what they're called River's Edge. I think we did some work out there when I drove by there, and it's a shame because it was fun when I was young. When I was 16, when I was 26, I was 36, whatever. It was fun to go there. And so I guess this guy was there again, 2022. 2 years ago, he was found guilty of murder. Whatever it was, he unintentional, whatever the hell it was. He's going to go away for the rest of his life whenever they decide to sentence his young ass. So I guess he was looking for his friend's cell phone. I don't see why. If I'm on the river, maybe I bring my GoPro, but I'm not bringing my cell phone with me on. Hey, I leave the house a lot of time with her on the weekends. The phone stays home. I really don't care. My sister will call me. Where are you? It's like, what do you need? I didn't answer because I'm out and about with my wife. If someone died, we'll deal when I get home. When I go on a cruise, I don't want any phone calls. If someone died, just leave them on the ice. But I guess he was looking for a phone. I guess allegedly he said some old girls. They think they whatever they had said. And some people don't take too kindly that behavior. When people call me a pedophile, I'm just like, hey, I guess whatever. That's what you want to do. That's your problem. Stalker loves to do that. People love to do that. And I just think some of that stuff is you're projecting from yourself. You're just going to call someone that behavior. That's the first thing they do at this age group now. They just call someone and they drop the double G hard R. So I guess he looked at the cell phone and he said something and they said something. He had a chance to walk away, but they started taunting him and he pulled out a weapon and he stabbed that one guy. He's got a couple that are bleeding all over the place. And I mean, I'm not, hey, the guy's dead. But I'm not surprised when there's alcohol and a bunch of punks who want to label somebody they don't know because he's looking for someone's cell phone or something, I guess. But he was found guilty, and I saw some of the interviews. He's acting, I don't know what happened. He was playing stupid. He realized, it's not a lie, just as long as we be the truth. But it is what it is, man. It sucks, man. I love my freedom. That's why I would never. I mean, if I'm gonna take someone deep, because I feel, like I said, there's people on this video platform who's harassed my wife and want to bind or rape her. That won't happen because you'll be clear and present danger. You eliminate somebody who wants to eliminate your family. That's all there is to it. I get that. I have no problem with taking. So if my wife is in danger, my sister, my brother, anybody, I'll execute you on the spot. That's called clear and present danger, and so be it. No body, no crime, right? But I get that. But just because you don't like the guy because you think he said something because he's too close to you, right away you want to label him a pedophile. People don't like that too much, and people respond. I've heard it many, many times on YouTube. They love to do it. They go after family. They go after your children. You have no clue I know of. I know Savage has been double standard. She's been homophobe, but she allegedly has a lesbian daughter. People, she's the one who goes by someone's house with a loudspeaker with a Marine, her hubby, I guess. Which is, to me, he needs to go see his what do they call it? His gunnery sergeant or something, because he just don't do that behavior. Again, if I was there and she did, and I saw her doing that, I'd snipe her. I'm dead serious. You feel threatened. Try buying a car. I'm sorry, but you just don't do that kind of behavior. People love to take it off. Dave's going through stuff with whatever BR bitch and everything else. Just stupid in the highest. He's a prejudiced little pig. Loves to double G hard. I think it's funny. He needs to get a job and a life. But asking for money. But people love to do this stuff. I'm not surprised it escalated at all. Alcohol, you have a knife with you to cut things, whatever else, and he's 17, lost his life. That's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. But Apple River was, when I have memories of that, going to the concert when I was 16, probably even younger than that, going out there, going down on the inner tube. Sometimes I didn't have any beer, I didn't really care. Sometimes we went down, me and my buddy would just go down a couple times. He'd jump on the bus. So I drank a couple times going, mainly with me and my buddy went to the concert. We have a good breakfast. We'd go to we go to the end there and jump on and go down a couple times. But how the water was fun. We would screw around, maybe have lunch and maybe have a couple beers, but we didn't bother. So aluminum can, you throw it at the target. And I don't recall any fighting going on, any rape scenes or anything like that, or any knifings going on. But it's unfortunate, young man got snuffed out. But that's what these young punks like to do. And if you look down at this spring break, and I've seen it at the Mall of America, the gang mentality that these people act like around, all of a sudden there's a big crowd of people and they get real tough. But all of a sudden someone beats, injures your life. The man was snuffed out. It's a shame. Someone had to bury him. He's dead. He would have been 19. And, will these guys ever learn from this? The ones that were calling him a pedophile? Doubt it. I doubt it very, very much. It's unfortunate, but I don't know. I read the article, and he just he tried to make excuses for it, but it's not a lie, just as long as you believe it to be the truth, right? So I don't know, but that's the way it works over the Apple River, and it just. Valley Fair one time about 4 or 5 years ago, some African-American kid was kidding on some chick, and the father stepped in to leave my daughter alone. Pretty soon he called his buddies, and there was a big fight out front of the Valley Fair. There was a big gang fight going on, getting his ass, but protecting his daughter. And that's just the gang mentality, and that's the same in the Apple River. I'm not making excuses to Hall Pass. The guy's dead. He's going to go to jail. He knifed a bunch of people, but people learn their lesson and shut their mouth. And don't just label somebody you don't know a pedophile because you think he said something. You think because he's looking for a thing, he's too close. It's like you walk through a mall or something. You say hi to some young lady. How you doing? Whatever, a child or something. Whatever, you smile at somebody. Oh my God, he wants to pick me up or whatever. No, like I said, I don't know where the role model where it stopped. I had some real good role models when I was young, and. I was friends with Zane to this day, and he was my friend. I was on his podcast, and we will always be a friend. He will always put 25 butt cheek sports a cop. He's 29. We're good friends. I don't know where the role models stopped. And I had some good role models when I was young. His name was Cowboy. He was a coach, and he was he was like 28. He was single and ahead of his time. He had a little dry land. He was a great guy. Went to Timber Bay Camp. Had the counselors were really cool. One guy had a 64 Chevy Impala. He was really cool. Really nice man, just that kind of stuff, but now it's, everyone's a pedophile, I guess, it's the first thing they go to. If you're going to label that to somebody, you better make damn sure. I've always said, if you're just going to say it to somebody, something's going on in your life. You're trying to push out, maybe you are, I don't know. You're just going to say that, hey, I confess, I can be a loser too, but I work for a living. A lot of people on here don't want to work. They sit on here 20 on, 4 off. And look at the hobo guy. He left YouTube. Why? Because the man died. He stopped breathing, right? I did some videos on that and audio and jumped on a dead body, whatever. But, people did some crime videos. When AGP died, people were doing crime videos. Like, really? You don't know? That's just that you could type in AGP and there's people like some 15-year-old boy was bawling. They're like, what the hell is wrong with you? God. I've been crying all day long. Shut up. I get it. You like the guy. What's her name? The YouTuber I've always liked. She has cancer. She's a married lady. Daily Grace. Nice young lady. Had her own podcast. That kind of went down, But, it's unfortunate. The young man died. But you guys have got to understand, when you're out in public, so fights start, you bump into somebody, you say something wrong. Someone's going to get pissed, and they're going to respond to that. Everyone carries weapons these days. I don't know. People just, I don't know. But God rest his soul. The guy's going to be at on the county dime for Wisconsin for the rest of his life. I think he's younger than I am. Way he goes, man. He'll live better than half of you idiots out there. You'll get 3 squares. For your health care. People were probably sending money to his canteen. I worked at the prison for the blind. Every Friday was canteen. The guys bringing all kinds of food. What's his name? What's the pedophile for Subway? Eat Fresh. That little pedophile. still gets money from people in prison. You know, that was the easiest job in the world. Eat fresh, go to schools. Hey, man, eat fresh, exercise. It's like I like what's that one? Firehouse. I'd be Captain Firehouse. Travel around the country, preach fire safety, eat Firehouse. Not that tough. But you know, he'll get out and do the same thing again. In his mind, there's nothing wrong. But I don't know where this world's going right now and this behavior going on, but I don't know. I mean, if you look at O.J.Dies, right? He died. It wasn't on any Deadpool. Didn't know he had cancer, but he paid the door. The Goldmans won't get anything from him anyways. They should. There's liquid, everything, give it to him. His body should be dust to dust, but you know, people, you know, I remember when he the court was coming up, people were pulling over on the highway in 35W to listen. We were going on a honeymoon, and we were running through the airport in Denver, and when he was a slow drive, I go, hey, OJ's being chased. But I'll never forget Kardashian, the look in his face. When not get looking like, oh my God. He's the one that, you know, another one that, you know, paid the door too as well, hid the weapon and everything else, like it or not. But you know, y'all pay, man. I could be a piece of shit, piece of crap, excuse my language, to people of any age, whatever else, or just be a total dick to people and think it's all good. But when I close my eyes, you pay. It's like people think the Holocaust isn't real, right? Okay, fine, go ahead. You know, they always say they'll find out the hard way and you'll die. You will see. Go ahead and say that. Go ahead. You got problems with Israel and Iran, you know, stuff going on over there. But, you know, he's over in Vegas playing golf all the time. People, you know, still want his autograph. I get it, man. I'm more of a picture of somebody. I mean, I just, not a chance. But he passed away. The Butcher. He had a great career as a football player. I can separate that. He was a hell of a good running back for the Buffalo Bimbos. Some of his act is pretty good, but it's just, I don't know. He's always looking for the killer. McDonald, that guy, Saturday Night Live, got fired because he ripped on OJ. They didn't like it. DVC didn't like, whatever. They didn't like it too much. Well, it's too bad. But he's at the gates of hell with Anonymous. But I saw that. I went, oh, okay. It was muted for some people. You know, they talked about it. But you know, his son is from the murdered their mom. You know, whatever, they can make their own ideas up. But Goldman's only get some money from whatever. It'd be nice. But so. I've always talked about, I shout to different YouTubers if it's the Hustle, if it's Carpeg or Daily Woo, whoever I see, any YouTubers I see come through, Wandering Gypsy, she's trying to grow her channel, all that stuff. If I say YouTuber, I'll tell you about he or she. You can decide. I mean, the Huss is very tough to listen to because she rambles on, but I still want to see the young lady grow. She had a big push after Burning Man because she was on an article, but I think people go there and she rambles on. She actually went to Wednesdays and Fridays. I told her to separate herself Monday, Wednesday, Saturday. I make sure my videos stayed at like 10 minutes, 11 minutes. Okay, the audios go on for an hour, and I get it. It's an audio. You can listen to it. A lot of people will send me emails. They're like, one guy asked me, "Where's your fear mongering?" I think he's overseas, and I'll be getting one. People do like the long version of a podcast, music in the background. You get the echo. I get it. Some don't like it. Different ways to podcast. You know, Blog Talk Radio Network is like old news. Sports City Chefs hasn't done anything in 2 months. I've told Chris Ranson to come over here, but he had to get a mixer, which would be about, with a headset, $200 and a phone to go in and out of it, and he could do a show and upload it over on Spreaker to over on TalkShoe. It wouldn't be that tough. But there's 6.5 or 7. I mean, there are so many things that you guys can consume. Audios and videos. There's that one
website over here. I can't remember what it's called here. It's Podcast One. Okay? Podcast One. Let's go look. I remember, well, all this comes from is that Camp Counselor Podcast, Cold Case Files. There's a bunch of stuff on here. Just a bunch of stuff. Lady Gang, Barely Famous, The Fighter of the Kid Since, Adam and Drew Show. There's a whole bunch on here. True Crimes, Unsolved, Gals on the Go. Bunches of it. Okay? Bunch. Kate and Meloni, Front Page. My point is, the other day when I was going to work, I saw it came through to me that some guy said, YouTube has changed, it's not good. So I gave it a listen. He's like an adventurer, camper guy. And it's like, okay. I looked at it. He said his views are down. I can't remember what his name was. His views were down. Money's down. He thought he was going to try to go full-time on YouTube. Well, good luck. I mean, the carpetbagger at the end of every video, keep giving me money, keep giving me this. Same thing with Yankees in the South. They have their email out there, send us stuff, whatever else, right? I don't have, no one sent you. You want to help me grow, just simply share it on Twitter, Facebook, whatever. I'm not asking for my own wanting money. There's no address. I mean, I have my PayPal, but I get paid from my selling stuff on FakerBook in eBay through different channels. And I get from here, whatever. I've never given it out. I don't, someone actually dropped like $4,000 into my PayPal, but within an hour they took it out. And someone wanted some money from me, and so it must have been whatever it was. Like, no, it's not me. It was kind of funny. I was like, really? But I've never asked for a damn thing. But the guy was bummed because smaller YouTubers, like my other channel, they're kicky. He was pissed because he thought he could make it on YouTube. I mean, not saying you can't, but he doesn't understand. I told him in the comments, and he blocked me. I just said, listen, you do good work, but I said, your videos are too long. They've got to be 10 to 15 minutes. The hustlers learn that. I mean, Cartbagger does these long 40, 50-minute videos. Those are too long. They're not going to kick it out. So he was pissed because, I don't know, it's like Savage was her first time she ever came on YouTube. And she's an adventurer, right? Savage Adventures, right? Because a lot of adventures, Sidetrack Adventures is really good. There's a lot of people out there that do really good work that are getting pushed out. He was pissed because, what they do is like they monetize. Like some of my stuff on this channel is monetized. Hey, great. So people get excited, and it's like, hey, I understand they're monetized, the audio. I mean, the average listen time to some of my videos. I mean, I've done some shorts. So those are fun for a while. I did. Those are fun. I don't have long hair and big boobs, okay? And I'm not going to sit there and edit a short. I'm not going to waste good suffering. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to just take my time when I'm doing stuff for my uncle. I charge a certain rate. When I do any kind of stuff with computers, or doing any kind of welding, whatever else, a certain wage. When I do my time, and I just did 6 videos at the Jewish cemetery. I had fun walking around the big cemetery. I did 6 videos. Came in the room before we did some Hebrew slaving. Put them up on their date. Doon, walked away. We went down the tracks. Came back. They were uploaded. I put the other 3 up. Boom, boom, boom. I already put the on all 6 of them. I already had the thumbnail. I took a picture with the camera. We did our Hebrew slaving out front. Came back in. Before I did this, she goes, you have an hour and 20. And I said, okay. I titled them. Did a couple tags. A matter of, let's say, 15 minutes to put all 6 of them up. I walk away and title them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? And then I download the first one, put it up on TikTok. I'm doing other things. I feel sorry for people on here that think they can make money and just they're literally release a video. Hey, I've been doing some over on the other channel, some pedestrian bridges. Someone had made a comment on there. I'm just highlighting something different on the pedestrian bridges here in town. Just something different. I mean, going to some Also, I like going to the old lovely and talented cemeteries, but it's just he was pissed because of small YouTubers, and I remember, and that other places talked about. It was about 10 years ago, maybe 8, on that YouTube platform. I just talked on that platform, right? And some wrestling guy walked in to the office of that place with a weapon and demanded him to cook the books because his buddy was getting more views than him. Blog Talk did that towards the end. I'm like, yeah, right, I'm getting 2,000 views. I could see that. They were trying to cook their books. And I followed Debbie over here, and I sooner or later broke down, got a mixer, and the rest is history. And they gave me a contract. Now I one-upped it. I pay my way now, right? But there's so much that you can listen to, and there are a lot of good YouTubers out there that work hard, then edit, and I get it. But if you think you make money on YouTube, unless, if you want, I guess people will give you money, I guess. I mean, why people have P.O. boxes? I've told you before, Squirmy and Scrubs here in town, I think they moved to California. They showed a room one time just full of stuff. Just full of stuff. When they were in Minnesota here. Wonder Hussey's birthday in September, and she put up on Facebook one day. She had just a whole bunch of stuff. A whole bunch. People loved to send her. I sent her a hat and a shirt and some Earls. She put on the board of directors, but I'm not going to send them any money. Not a chance. And she drove cross country way out, to the solar eclipse. I'm happy for her. Now she's driving back. I see it on Facebook. I see their numbers, and that's, just like with Kid Behind the Camera. You look at what I always go look into this Kid Behind the Camera, so I'll go look real quick. He is, I want to see someone, a channel dying. I'm probably in a great channel. But you need to give money to context. I don't know what I'm watching other than you are walking down random tracks and there are CDs on the floor. They're not CDs, you moron. It's not CDs. Not CDs. Fool. Metal. I need some more context. I don't know what I'm watching because she usually found dead. It's an commemoration of. But if you look at keep on the camera, it's kind of sad to see this. 2 days ago, I'm eating myself to death. 70,000 views. Again, I could help with this channel by saying, go do something real. Bridget betrayed me. 80,000. Prostituting. Doug's death. Chocolate covered raw eggs. 97,000. It's sad to see that. Quit retiring from YouTube. He's changed the title. You're just not for sale. It's a shame to see that behavior. It really is, to see these channels go downhill, but there's just so much that you can do out there on YouTube and watch and give your time to. But I don't know. I just so much out there. But the guy was pissed that he wasn't getting views, and they're down. My views up and go. Some come and go. NFL wasn't going anywhere. The horrible one, people making comments on it. That's fine. I enjoyed my channel. I enjoy making. I've been doing my channel on the other channel, whatever I get. On the adventure channel, I enjoy going on my GoPro 10, my DJI, showing people things, going somewhere. We're going out to Baltimore, Ocean City, go on vacation. It's fun. But the guy was bummed out. It's like he thought he could jump into YouTube and make money. I'm like, okay, good luck with all that. Let me see if I can find it. What was his name? go through my. I mean, good luck. Let me see. Yeah, I can't. I was looking for it. It's modeling a hard job. Let me see. This is how much money Nicole makes. Let me see. Maybe not. Me and the other channel. Oh, this is not good. It's called Work Less, Enjoy Life More. Okay? This is not good. YouTube is changing. Truck camper. So, work less, enjoy life more. Okay? Type in "this is not good." YouTube is changing. So, I'm like, okay, yeah, because he thought he could jump in the middle of it. I'm not going to watch a 40-minute video of some guy doing whatever he's got to do. I'm not going to do it. It's too long. I mean, we watch. That's why people tape things. We do it all the time. We'll watch Survivor, edit out the commercials. She will do a football game for me at Cowboys, and I just watch it without the commercials. Get it done quick. I don't have time. I don't need somebody to tell me what to buy. I know I buy local. I know what to buy. If I want to buy something, I Google it, right? But to try to tell people, you got to keep it 15 minutes or under. They're not going to kick out these 40-minute ones. The way it works, it's not what it used to be. I thought before on this video platform. People's changing with TikTok. People like a quick 1-minute video. I used to do some shorts once in a while. They're fun, but I have 2 channels and then I have TikTok. It's just when I have time, I upload something from this channel, the other channel, put it up, right? And I do my NFL, my NHL, and Fearmonger and radio. Make videos with my GoPro 10, right, and my DJI. But I think it's great to kick out small YouTube, but a lot of people won't. See, people on here that I'm talking to, it's just drama. Dave would never. I'll tell him about a YouTuber, and he just won't. He doesn't understand. He's too busy asking for money from just Trash and Tina and everybody else. It's like, why you'd listen to that woman, or just Trash? But it's what 20 on, 4 off. Just sitting on YouTube, drop the double G hard R. It's very sad, man. I enjoy YouTube for listening to a lot of good stuff. There's a lot of good information videos about the bridge out there in Baltimore, other things, Vietnam vets, what they went through, and the battles they went through, the nurses, and just lots of good stuff, and just disasters and stuff. You listen to the inside. The one psychiatrist guy out there is really, really good. Who breaks things down? There was some chick he broke down. Some lady was doing the eclipse in New York. They have like 5 miles left to go. They jump in the back of the it's in New York. She was upstate, and I'm listening to him break it down. And she's in the back of the trailer, right, of the Airstream, right. The door's ajar. She decides to open the thing. Sucks her out, and the daughter says, "Well, it's common sense. It should go in. No, it goes out. You're not supposed to be on the damn thing." But he did a really good job breaking that down. But there's a lot of good stuff on there. But you have people like Dave who just, he's going to listen to Tina D ramble on and other such behaviors out there. It's just so. Anyways, the Golden Bachelor. I've seen parts of it. She watched it. They had like a 2-hour special. They got married. So I think. She or he, whatever, one of them lived in New Jersey, one of them lived in South Carolina. I like South Carolina. It's a nice state. It's really slow time there. There's some beautiful land down there. It's like you could buy some land in South Carolina and build yourself a real nice house. It's just a very slow time. So they got married. I remember watching. He was giving them rose. I mean, she's not a very good looking woman, neither is he. But Okay, if you're going to marry somebody right now, you're going to propose to somebody, you better know where you're going to live, okay? You better have that already set in stone. But I guess it lost on a big payday with whatever, to do whatever. And I saw the interview, and we're going to end our marriage, meaning divorce. So they have to get back to the ring. That's just nothing but a scam. You just don't meet somebody in a reality show. It doesn't work that way. That's just a total scam. You know, the people that get involved in that behavior, just kind of like with Survivor sometimes. Jeff Probst does a lot of meddling. Just kind of Amazing Race. Sometimes they'll extend the show to make sure some of the most favorite people can try to get the front, so they don't get eliminated. Right? They know who's going to sell later on in the show. Right? But no, it's just a scam. And you go, I love this person, but if you don't, they couldn't find a place. I guess I live in South Carolina before living up in New Jersey. I'm sorry, but you should have already known that already. You're going to marry some guy who was banging somebody to get you to see who was the best. I don't, that was just nothing but a scam. I guess some of the women's doing the golden thing, but I guess they get the rings back and all this stuff. It was a big to-do, and I saw the interview, and they're acting like, oh, well, we really, they did want to separate from family. Well, when we got married, we knew we were going to live down here, even though it's just Randall. We were going to live down here. It's the way it was. We just pretty much had that already, figured that out already. We had finances figured out. We figured no children that you know of, right? Just you figure that stuff before you get married, before you get in there, and there's no red flags either way. If there's a red flag, if you're a woman, see, women are the first ones to ignore, red flags. Look at the $30,000 millionaire and Amberly Ambrosia, right? My favorite girl's on here, and wherever she's, I guess Dave, since he found some other guy that's good. It's good. She deserves the best. She was a do-gooder, right? Just like, again, Wisconsin Carrie, right? Do-gooder with Fat Boy. Look what happened there. She got screwed, and the Fat Boy tried to throw her under the bus, right? Because given the three nieces a bunch of clothing, and then Satan's granddaughter got pissed and tried to accuse her hubby of being a pedophile. He disappeared. Well, that's watch what you wish for, right? But that Golden Bachelor, that's just a scam. Total scam. It's a shame, man. People get overly emotional with that stuff, and they get all fired up. Let me see if let's see if Ted the Talking Head is around. Oh, Ted the Talking Head. Welcome to Fearmonger Radio, Ted. No Ted the Talking Head. No Ted the Talking Head. That's too bad. He's always good to have on. I could call Sweet Melissa. Let's call Sweet Melissa. Let's see if Sweet Melissa is in the building. I haven't spoke to her in a long time. Fearmonger Radio. Sweet Melissa, let's see if she's in the building. She's always good to do a troll.
Hello.
Welcome to Fearmonger Radio. How are you?
Okay. I've got a piece of chicken in my mouth.
That's okay. I drink and eat. What's the difference, Thanks for calling the show. What's happening?
You called me.
I know you called in, but anyways, no, I was saying that. Anyways, so your boy O.J. Gates of Hell. Your thoughts?
I don't know. I've been doing a lot of research. I don't know. I can't really say one way or another.
Get overly emotional.
He's dead.
Yeah, he's dead. He died.
Did you notice that around his eyes and on his face that it turned like white as he got older?
Yeah, I know.
It was weird. He was weird. Yeah.
I saw that. It was just kind of like, oh, well, people just kind of like, indifferent to the behaviors.
What he was going through. I don't know.
I was listening to a guy on YouTube, and he was some adventure guy, and I saw the title, and he was bitching that YouTube is now kicking out kicking out smaller YouTubers, because he wanted to eventually, make it on YouTube. Me and you've talked about this before.
Sure,
that
yeah.
There's a lot of good YouTubers out there. That you introduced that one guy who was that cemetery guy that did a real good interview with what's his name? What's his name? That guy you interviewed, that one guy.
What is his name? But I watched him today.
But he interviewed that guy who was a friend of Liberace. That guy. He's the kind of guy that deserves to be kicked out.
What if he ran those tours?
Yes.
Dearly Departed.
Yeah, Dearly Departed.
And he was talking about OJ. I watched him talking about that.
Right.
And he was, during that time, they were running the tours right after the death of her house where it happened. And it was interesting the way he said that the whole group of them were just nothing but a bunch of selfish people. Scott Michaels.
Right.
That's his name. The whole group. The whole group of, the OJ, his wife. Do you know what I mean? They were just sort of self-centered.
Wow.
No.
Not surprised.
Bums. Yeah.
But there's
that was a good one.
There's a one group out called the Yankees of the South. There's these two guys this couple from I was watching the troll channels, the Troll Patrol, and people talk about they're bitching that that they don't call out other YouTubers when they're whatever. I talk to Huss and other people out there, but it's just people get all pissed off because people want. No one's going to shout me out. I mean, if it's you're going to find me, you find me. But there's so much to listen to on YouTube that the guy was pissed that smaller YouTubers are being kicked out. Well, that's the way it is. I mean, I said before, quit kicking out the live streams of Fat Boy or anybody else. Push out people that get a camera like the old days. Look at Pickle Boy. 80,000 he's getting on his videos. 80,000 now. 80,000.
Yeah.
80,000. What does that tell you?
Yeah.
No one cares.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many good people out there that you can. And I told that one guy, I said, people aren't going to listen to a 40-minute vlog, a 40-minute vlog, 40-minute vlog. I mean, Carpegger does these long ass thing for 50 minutes. It's like.
Yeah.
If people are going to discover, they're going to look at it, they go, when I'm looking for something.
Be good.
Yeah, when I'm listening to a history thing like Vietnam, I can listen to 50 minutes because people are telling me a story. I can do that. Yeah. I can, because I don't need to see it, I can listen to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's just this, he was bitching. It's like, it's the way she works. Because he wanted to go full time on YouTube. Well, good luck with all that, unless you want to be a grifter. Like the Yankees of the South and Daily Woo, or if it's the Huss and whatever else, people send me money, whatever else, How
can you be a Yankee of the South? Is he a Yankee or
the Yankees in the South? Yankees in the South, they're called.
Okay.
They're the couple, and they were pitching them, and they get ripped by the Troll Patrol and everybody else, and. He kind of took over the channel. She has this look on her face. She has to go to the bathroom all the time. Like me, all of a sudden, you're doing a channel. I'm your hubby or your brother, and all of a sudden, I'm doing all the effing for the channel. You know what I'm saying? And just to look on her face, and they have the email for in person, talking like sending stuff, But he's just bizarre, and it's just kind of he has to, I mean, I eat on camera to piss people off, but he eats. He can't just show the food; he's got to eat it. You know what I'm saying? Stuff, and he mispronounces stuff. But the guy is just, again.
I love that. That's my favorite.
What?
When people say stuff, and oh my God, and they just utterly mispronounce.
Oh yeah, he's just an idiot. The guy. I
want to help him so much.
But the guy's just he told idiot. He mispronounces stuff, and it's just. But these people don't like him because they didn't shout somebody out or something. Like, oh my God, I mean, that takes a lot of energy to hate watch somebody and edit. It takes a lot of. So you to go watch. There was somebody who for like 11 months, Squirmy and Grubs. They are right. They moved to California, I guess. That was doing a troll channel on for like I think during COVID. And once COVID was over, they stopped doing it because they probably had nothing better to do. But I could not imagine me again, Fat Boy. Let's say he's live streaming every single day. Or me ripping Pickle Boy every single video. That just takes time and energy to edit it, put together, piss and moan, and hate watch. I don't get that. But there's people that just rip on these people, and they're funny, but that takes a lot of time.
It can be funny.
I mean, like,
nobody was any better to rip on than Grizz. Nobody was any better.
All right.
Nobody was any.
Yeah, he was the best, man. Just sitting there bitching. He doesn't do much. I mean, he does some live streams, and he did a live stream there about a week ago. That's a part of it. And no one was talking, right? Should I just quit? I'm like,
do it. Just
do it, because no one's. Well, everyone's blocked that you have in there. And if you do say anything, you get blocked. If you do you told your own niece to send you an email. Remember that? Send me an email. I want to talk to me. Remember that?
Yeah.
Really? Remember that?
Yeah. Don't talk. He's too important. You know what I mean? When you're that big.
Kind of go Oprah Winbeck. Don't look at her, right?
Yeah. Hey, let's address the elephant in the room. Your son,
Dave, 25.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a prejudiced little pig. I was over in Richfield at the Minneapolis Jewish cemetery, and I did 6 videos. I put my TikTok and whatever. So I'm walking around there. I get in the car. I call him up. So he's got trash on, right? And he's on there dropping the double G hard R right on the phone with me. I'm like, come on, man. I mean, it's just. I told him. I did a video. I said, Dave, you're making yourself look really dumb. You're really.
I've got to be honest, though, that I did listen to him the other night, which I usually don't.
Right.
But he had Tina on there.
Oh, God.
And it was like really, really late at night.
Right.
And I'm listening. I'm in bed and I'm listening. And, Tina really put on quite a show.
Oh, yeah. Well, she knows.
She really did. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I guess he gave her. I guess she gave him some money. I guess so.
I've heard that. I don't know what they were talking about, but they were just. But this guy he's hanging around with, this Anderson person.
Yeah,
what's his name?
Yeah, I don't know who he hangs around with. He always calls me up and tells me, like, Dave, we don't care, Dave, about who the hell you're hanging out with.
Anderson Henderson?
Yeah, Henderson, whoever he hangs out with. And
I was going to say Cooper, but
I go, Dave. I said, Dave, you get that double G hard R in your vocabulary. You're just going to say it. You're going to say it. People love to yell it during video games for some reason. They don't realize what that word means. That people of color are hung from trees because of the color of their skin. It's
of that word.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but it's just Dave. You don't understand. He thinks it's just so funny. It's like, Dave, you could do a lot better, but he just, he mods up the stalker.
Sure.
Like, what are you doing, man? This guy took you to court, and you both lied in the court of law. You both lied.
Right, and he's wanting to have sex with Kamisha.
Really?
Yes.
Wow, that's sad.
She's disabled.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's why Haggy Rance loved her, because she was disabled, and he could use her for content. Because he learned that from Howard Stern.
Oh, Howard Stern! I hear that all the time.
Howard Stern liked people that were. That's why Edward. Yeah. He used Edward because Edward was, crazy like a fox. Yeah. So he would use Edward to get views, and that's what the Kamish is. I told him, I said I wouldn't hang out with Kamish.
No.
Just like with what's her name? Who's that African American chick that Evil Anus used all the time?
Oh.
What was her name? She's totally disabled. He used her all the time. Hang on, man. Ted's here. Hang on a second. Ted's your hand. Hang on.
Cool Nicole?
Yeah, Cool Nicole. Merge with. Hang on. I'm gonna. Hang on a minute.
Right.
Ted the Talking Head. Welcome.
Hey, what's happening?
Hey, Ted. I haven't heard you for a long time.
Oh, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I
Can you hear us?
Oh, okay. Very good. Very good. How are you?
Talk about this war that Iran. What is going on?
With what?
Yeah, I don't really care. I know that's horrible, right?
With what?
No. If you've got any insight from me, I don't know.
Oh no, I don't mean like they could kill each other over there.
Oh my god! Oh my god! You're singing my tune.
Yeah. I'm actually tired of paying my taxes at this point. I'm really getting sick of it. Because it just gets wasted on things.
Yep.
Right, because I know Iran is attacking Israel right now. So just let them go at it, I guess. You know?
Yeah, man.
That's how I feel, and I don't usually feel that way.
Because then the Soviet Union,
Yeah.
Soviet Union are
Come
going to kick in.
Come on.
You know, they're going to kick in.
Yeah. Somebody needs to be spanked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I would, you know, I like to see the big stuff get dropped, but that's me.
Yeah, I just,
Yeah.
it's,
You know, I don't know.
Yeah.
I just don't know. You have so many of these people who want war and all this other stuff. And, you know,
the warmongers, yeah, they want. Well, people make money in the
man.
war. People make money on war profiteers. They love
Yeah,
it.
of course. That's, you know, big money. Big money.
Yeah.
And they don't fight, of course. You
Of course
know,
not.
and neither do their kids. or
Men
anything.
start it, but boys fight it, as they say, right?
Yeah.
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 I mean, I've always said Vietnam they didn't lose it. Our government lost it because they didn't go to Saigon like they did World War II. They went to Berlin and got it done. You know, they went there and they got it done. They took care of Hitler. He took himself out.
Yeah.
It really alter a lot of things for us, our economy, which is teetering at this point, right?
Right.
Yeah.
What is it? What is it going to do to us?
Yeah, I just don't understand so many things, but you know, if it makes sense, you know, it will never happen, you know, because there's so much corruption in that place. That's why when you think what makes sense doesn't make sense, and that's why.
Right.
Yeah.
You got people in there for 50 years, you know, since the 70s, never had real gigs. That's all they do, milk off the people, you know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it gets old.
Yeah, I agree.
Sure. I agree. For once, I'm like, oh, I just had a change in, you know, how I look at things.
So,
It's like, wow.
so Ted, Ted, O.J.
Sorry.
Simpson stopped breathing. Your thoughts on that behavior?
Yeah, man, I'm glad. You know, it's he did it. There's no doubt he did it. You know, it is what it is. You know, he killed those two people. No one, you know, it became a racial thing. So stupid. You know, he almost took that lady's head off.
Right.
You know, but whatever.
But he was,
you know,
but he was looking for.
I never really gave him much thought. If I was the old man Goldman and I was old like that, I'd take him out.
Yep.
You know, because what do you got to lose?
True.
You know, I wouldn't have a problem with that. If he killed my kid and I was like 70-something years old, I guarantee you'd read about me. Guarantee it.
I agree.
But, you know.
So did you guys watch the Golden Bachelor, that little scam with that little wedding and everything else, and then after 3 months they decided to call it quits? Did you guys watch that by any chance?
Which one was that?
The Golden Bachelor. They got married. It was they were 72 and 71. Lived in South Carolina. Another one in New Jersey. They couldn't come to agreement where to live, so they ended the marriage.
No, I didn't watch it.
I didn't either, but I mean, she watched it, but I saw that after 3 months they decided to end the marriage. It's like they had to give the ring back, but they made a lot of money on that behavior. It's just stupid. These dumb bachelors.
The way it is. That's the way it is.
I miss Cowboy when TV was like, Who Shot JR? Remember that?
Yeah.
You know, it was like,
Oh yeah.
captivated the whole country. 3 channels. And now there's a lot of these shows, man. I just can't.
I don't either.
I tune out.
I don't watch TV. No.
Man, you're smart.
Yeah, I don't watch that. Yeah.
We watched Survivor, and I watch the thing. What? Not the? Is it the Challenger? Or what's the one that they're doing the special on? The second one, the shuttle that crashed. The one when it came out of the sky. That one.
Yeah.
I'm watching that one.
Yeah.
Well, they knew something was wrong. No, it's on CNN. They're doing like a 2 special on it, and they knew something was wrong with the wing, but they didn't want to use the government to look at it, and they looked the other way, and they came out of the air, and boom, it was 91. Not the first one, but the other one. But
the Columbia, that one, like disintegrated.
Yeah, that's where the Columbia one is, where the guy was like, "Hey man, something's wrong with that wing. We need to get a satellite." And the chick didn't want to do it because if they would have had the ship turned to its side, they could have seen that something was wrong with it.
That's right.
But she didn't want to do it, and then they were like, well, we'll just have to wait, and disintegrated because guess what? When something hit the wing, and the guy was like, "Hey man, something's wrong," but they didn't want to do anything about it. Well, we'll just let it go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So guess what happened? Boom.
Yeah.
Disintegrated. So it's a special on CNN. We watched the first 2 hours. Just it was unsafe, but they didn't really care. It's not your kid. It's like the Boy Scout problem, right? And it's not until it's your kid that it's a problem, right?
Yeah.
You don't care about drunk driving until somebody in your family gets murdered. Then you have a problem, right?
Yeah. Well, that's true.
Yeah.
How's your health these days, Ted?
Good. I was up in New York for 10 days, doing that nonsense up there. So the People's Republic of New York. It's good to be back home.
How's it up there these days?
It's unbelievable. I don't know. That place is destroyed. They did it. They finally did it. They finally wrecked the place.
Well, I told
they
somebody
should be very proud
at work today. I said Giuliani, whatever he's doing now with Trump is whatever. And he was the mayor of that fine city. He had it cleaned up. I mean, he went there. It was nice. I said now it's just. I told somebody about the gingerbread house. He didn't believe me till he saw it. He's from New York. I said, yeah, it's in Brooklyn. It's called the gingerbread house. I said, my friend took me.
It's sad. I mean, they killed that cop a few weeks ago up there. And,
oh, really?
It's bizarro world because the criminals are, I don't know. I don't even know what the words are anymore. In and out. There's no bail, so they just get out. They just keep doing the same. It's incredible.
Well, I've been down to Minneapolis.
You get what you vote for, though, man.
Right.
So I have no pity for them anymore. You keep voting that way, and you want to live that way. God bless you. I don't.
I was downtown Minneapolis today, about today and yesterday for a good 2 hours back and forth, maybe 3 hours. I saw no cops, one cop maybe, and the whole time nothing. And I saw some going the wrong way on 7th Avenue, the wrong way. So Matt was going the wrong way on the 7th Avenue. Just no lights on his car, just going the wrong way. No worries in the world. Nothing's going on. Homeless people walking around with needles and shooting up right there. No one's around anything. This is 5 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. No one's around. It's just sad, man. It's just just like Oregon and Seattle, Needle City. That's what Minneapolis becoming to be. It's no one goes downtown anymore, and they wonder why.
They're coming that way even here.
Oh, really?
Of course, Portland is it's a hellhole.
Oh yeah. Sure. Let's look at San Francisco. Look at San Francisco at the back area. Look how that's become to be.
It's horrible. Drugs are destroying this country.
Mm-hmm. And now that marijuana is going to be legal, I know you don't believe it's a gateway drug, but people are going to start lacing marijuana. You watch, they're going to start lacing it because it's easy to pass out. Here you go. You can start.
Yeah, how about the squatters, man? They're all in the papers.
Oh yeah,
people just taking over houses and stuff.
Yep.
That's just crazy.
Yeah. It is crazy. It's going crazy. I agree.
Yeah. A buddy of mine down here, he lost his house it was like a lien over, it was like a dispute at work and work that was done, and it was a lien placed, and whatever happened, he ended up losing the house.
Really?
And it wasn't a lot of money, and he ended up taking himself out.
Really?
That's
over
awesome.
it. Yeah, terrible. And I remember him telling me, that was this year. He's like, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I never thought, he meant like that. And not good.
That's sad.
Yeah.
It really is.
A lot of the laws.
You moved down south from New York?
Yeah.
Okay. And do you like it better there?
Do I want to go back?
No, do you like it better there?
Oh, I love it. Absolutely love it. Yeah, it's low taxes, lots of freedom, civilized, everything, just civilization, if I could say that, it's just, people are good, man. It's just, it's nice. So,
are you in Florida or the Carolinas?
No, I'm in the Carolinas.
Okay.
But not that they have people groups trying to take away your freedoms and stuff like that, but it's not tolerated here. So
we have better medical care up north, though. You have to admit.
Yeah. But just the taxes are just insane.
It is.
And it's, and I keep going. Like, what did I, when I lived there, what do you get? I mean, the weather sucks. It's crowded, it's filthy, and it's crime. For $12,000 a year in property taxes, I didn't get anything.
Are you serious? $12,000?
$12,000.
That's what it's like.
It's each, but the unions, and I'm a big union guy, so but the cops are making $200,000. The teachers are making $150,000. So they're that's where your property taxes go. Your money.
I think these cops they earn every penny they.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Every penny that they make.
Yeah.
So if they're making a good.
No one likes a cop until they need one. No one. All of a sudden, where are they? It's like.
Yeah.
Like here in town, they're trying to make Uber pay a certain price per mile, and the Uber is going to pull out of Minneapolis because they're like, we're not going to pay that. There's the Uber and what's the other one? So they're pissing and moaning about that. They're trying to make them, the mayor's like, no, we have to come to have medium, but the people in Minneapolis are trying to push this price per mile. It's like, if you don't like it, then get a different job. It's the way it works.
Yeah.
But they're dictating price in the.
It seems like they just can't get enough of sticking their hands in everything.
I totally agree.
I was up in New York. I had a funeral to go to. There's red light cameras everywhere. There's speed cameras everywhere. They just bilking, just trying to take every last nickel from you, man. Every nickel they want from you, on top of all the crazy taxes. So
yeah.
It's just one of those things, man. I just shake my head.
Yeah, they love those cameras.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing. The Pilgrims came, to the north originally to escape all that.
Yeah,
We're
right?
We're the worst.
Yeah, yeah. And we do it to ourselves. So.
Yep. Yeah, we're the worst. Tax.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's not a revenue problem. They have plenty of money.
Spending.
It's a spending problem.
Yep.
Spend.
And no one knows how to save it because if
stupid stuff.
If you don't spend it, you don't get next year. Instead of saving it for next year, they don't. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if you have they give us so much money, if you don't spend it, you don't get it next year. Yeah. So just spend it.
Yeah. But did you see with LA, like the homeless thing? They spent last year $29 billion on them, and it's worse.
Right. Well, San Francisco, beautiful
it's
city.
All bureaucrats. It's all state job. You know what I mean? It's just the money don't go where it's supposed to go.
No.
And like you said, they get more. Next year they're going to get more money, and the problem it's just it's crazy.
Right.
And housing is an issue all over the country.
Right.
It is here, horribly.
Yeah.
Well,
where are you at?
I live in Maine.
Very nice.
I'm I'm so close to New Hampshire though.
Yeah.
But in Massachusetts, we're small up here, that. But
yeah.
So we cannot be somewhere quickly, but
you have land, a lot of land up that way.
Yeah.
Which is
depending on where you live.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
And life is. There's certain places that aren't good. Certain places, like where that shooter shot up those people.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that.
That's a terrible area.
Yeah.
So Lewiston, Auburn is not a nice area.
Well, you guys, I got the 5-minute warning from the warden, Sue Ellen.
All right.
I appreciate Ted.
Very Cowboy. I'm going to be in LA for the week.
Really?
Oh my
LA.
I'm taking the boys. We're going on a man's trip.
Really? Going to LA? I noticed. What? You'll be going on a man trip, he said. You going with all his buddies?
No, just me and my boys.
Oh, you and the boys?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. I know.
Hey, while you're there, Ted, see if you can find P. Diddy.
I'll check for
P. Diddy.
He might be a witness protection. Yeah, I'll look.
P. Diddy. Oh my goodness. But I noticed out there.
I'll be gone for a week.
Out in LA, the people are like the homeless will buy the RVs from a scrapyard and they'll put them on the street and live in them. And they just
I don't blame them.
They've been doing that. And they can't move them out. They'll buy it from a scrapyard. They tore it out there. They live in them. They crap right in them, right in the streets. I saw a YouTube video on it. The guy's just a whole street full of RVs.
Yeah, like if you really wanted to, Cowboy, the best thing, buy an old ambulance.
Yeah.
And you can live in the back. You can set it up, everything.
Yep.
So.
Did you see Cowboat And so I'm living in an ambulance. I can't, but
I can see the cowboy riding his ambulance.
I could. I know a guy has one. He does a pretty good job with it.
Yeah, just find the porta potties, right?
Exactly.
Cowboy,
Yeah. we were in Memphis, and they have me coming out of a porta potty.
Yeah, it's my picture of Cowboy for his contacts on my phone. So it's him coming out with his big ass grin on his face. It's an epic shot.
We're in Memphis, and I had to go. So it was a porta potty construction site. And I just got out of the car and went. Just went right in there.
Yeah.
The hell with that.
Yeah, good times. That was 5 years ago.
Yep.
This week. Yeah, I got the notification.
Right. Well, you guys, I appreciate you both coming on. I appreciate Ted Collin and Melissa. I appreciate you guys very, very much.
Great to hear from you. It's been a while.
have fun. Have a good night.
Okay.
I will. You be well.
All right, guys.
Bye.
Thank you both very, very much. There they go, Ted and Melissa, here on Fear Mongering Radio. Down the road they go. I appreciate the men and women in the Air Force of all the branches, the Air Force, the Army, the Marines, the Navy, the Merchant Navy, the Coast Guard, the uniform. Thank you so much. All you guys do out there, make good choices. You you run with. Don't be a prejudiced pig like douche, right? Safe sex an issue, throw a pill, trench cherry patch. And don't drink and drive. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed a long show. Appreciate those two guys coming on and talking about politics, whatever else, and behave yourselves out there. What are you doing? Get away from me. Anyways, you guys, Chloe here is being a little biatch, licking my legs. You're a good girl. You know your butt head. Why you shouldn't be in here because it just bothered me. Anyways, you guys, in the outset, Fear Mongering Radio, I appreciate it. I did not have sexual relations with that woman, Lewinsky. We appreciate you guys. And we are out.